After mounting anticipation, Channel 9 has officially unveiled the Married at First Sight Australia 2023 cast. The 10th season, yes, 10th, God help us, is slated to premiere on January 30th, and if the rumors are anything to go by, we're in for another explosive installment led by experts Alessandra Rampolla, Aiken, and Mel Schilling. As previously revealed, fans will be privy to a bizarre The Bachelors crossover and a butt dial scandal. But who are the polarising personalities behind the incoming drama? Keep scrolling to meet the new brides and grooms from Married at First Sight Australia 2023. Alyssa Barmond, 35 executive assistant, NSW. Growing up in Utah, USA, Alyssa was raised as a Mormon and as such, is a huge family gal. However, no one matters as much as her 2-year-old son, whom she has prioritized over finding love since splitting from her husband of 7 years just 12 months ago. Despite coming across as bubbly and sweet, the mom of one is admittedly bossy. She doesn't want for much, apart from a hubby who's over 6 feet tall and cries when she walks down the aisle. Brondy Schofield, 28, online beauty educator, Washington. Known to be outspoken, fiery and confident, Brondy is no stranger to copying the attention of men, even if it means finding herself in situationships with fellas who constantly break her heart. Dubbed the next Coco Stedman, the beauty educator has trust issues, yet admits to letting men walk all over her as they take advantage of her kindness. Keen on an alpha male type, Brondy is hoping to find a Married at First Sight bae who can hold a conversation. Yep, that's the sound of the bar dropping. Caitlin McConville, 27, makeup artist. QLD. Caitlin is a self-confessed hopeless romantic, who admits to falling hard and fast, yet often for the wrong men. Don't we all? Working as a makeup artist by day and nightclub host by night, the 27-year-old is always surrounded by people. However, she's a true homebody who loves to hang out with her cat and play video games with her dad. With high standards and an aversion to settling for less than she deserves, Caitlin is keen to overcome 2 years of no intimacy with the help of the expert's intervention. Good luck, gal, you're gonna need it. Claire Nomarhez, 31, kindergarten assistant. Vic is the child of divorced parents and grandchild of a couple who wed as the result of an arranged marriage. Claire hopes to be the one to make it in love. Dubbed a tomboy and car fanatic, the Greek bride is a passionate adventurer who also likes to channel her softer side. Think deep thinking, spiritual and always caring. In joining Married at First Sight, Claire is on the hunt for a soulmate who she can have kids and grow old with. Janelle Hahn, 28, beauty influencer, Washington. According to Janelle, she's a handful in relationships, bossy, clingy, short-tempered and ridiculously picky. We bet her husband has a lot to look forward to. The influencer never dates casually, always on the hunt for her husband. However, her biological clock ticks louder than other women her age, having been battling an autoimmune disease, lupus. Having grown up in a strict Singaporean Chinese family, Janelle is close to her 2 brothers and parents, the 4 people her new bae must have approval from if things are to work long-term. Lyndall Grace, 27, accountant, Washington. Living with cystic fibrosis, Lyndall never made any long-term plans, putting marriage and kids on the back burner, having expected not to make it to 30 years old. Thanks to medicine that's dramatically extended her life expectancy, the accountant has a renewed outlook on finding love. A risk-taker who grabs life by the horns, Lyndall is on the hunt for a man who lives life the same way. We're praying for you, Lyndall. Melinda Willis, 32, CEO, fashion and beauty, QLD. Melinda is a sassy, confident businesswoman, aka an alpha female, who doesn't suffer fools. While she has no problem attracting fellas, the right kind of men seem to pass her by. Emotional beneath her tough exterior, the blonde bombshell admittedly starts arguments when she's feeling insecure about not being number one in a relationship. She's seeking an ambitious man who shares her knack for business. However, he better not be clingy and be prepared to be patient AF with her. Melissa Shepard, 41, hairdresser, NSW. At 41 years old, Melissa believes MOPS 2023 is her last shot at finding real love. Despite having no trouble meeting men, it's finding one who is also seeking a long-term relationship that's the problem. Melissa's 10-year marriage ended some years ago, and now she shares custody of her son while living with her twin sister. Upbeat, charismatic and flirtatious, the hairdresser is very comfortable with her sexuality and expects her husband to keep up with her. Riau. Sandy Chawanda, 36, dental hygienist. Raised in a strict Indian household, Sandy had limited exposure to the opposite sex. She was not allowed to mix with boys and attended an all-girls school. She even studied dentistry with women only. As such, she's never been in a serious relationship and struggles with insecurities that come with a lack of dating experience. With parents who are happily together in an arranged marriage, Sandy believes the married at first sight experiment is her way to finding true love. Tani Cook, 27, PR manager, NSW. Tani may be overly energetic, but the excitement in her life stops when it comes to love. Having been an awkward teenager, the 27-year-old now gets the attention from men she's been craving. However, she's bamboozled as to why they never ask her out. Sick of the swipe right dating culture, the PR manager is hoping the experts can help her tick true love off her list with a man who wins her heart through some hearty Thai cooking. Adam Seed, 35, business owner, QLD. Cocky and confident, color us shocked, Adam is always looking for the next business opportunity, and the next gal to woo. However, the England-born groom is over dating apps and is wanting to find a more meaningful connection with someone who wants to settle down. The 35-year-old was once engaged in his 20s in a 10-year relationship, however, wasn't ready to take the next step. Having lived in London for the past 6 years, Adam has made the trip down under to find love with a mature, honest and open woman. Cameron Woods, 27, carpenter, Ntiyasi Larrick and Cameron grew up on a farm in Queensland before moving to Darwin to work as a carpenter in remote communities. The big move came after his confidence was stripped after discovering the woman he had feelings for had another boyfriend. Now, he often works 600 kilometers from the nearest grocery store. Also, far, far away from any potential love interests. Down to earth and laid back, the tradie has never had a girlfriend, so MOFS is well beyond his comfort zone, but can the experts find Cameron a gal who accepts his lifestyle? Dan Hunges, 42, digital marketing business owner, QLD. Dan has been married twice before MOFS, and is the father of a 16-year-old daughter who is his world. The semi-retired businessman is keen to find a healthy and fit bae with a motivation that matches his lifestyle and ambitions. Born into humble beginnings, Dan has fought tooth and nail to get to where he is today, driving around town in a Porsche 911, that is. The only thing missing? Mrs. Right. Duncan James, 36, cybersecurity sales, NSW. Is Duncan married at first sight's answer to Prince Charming? We think so. A chivalrous gentleman who has no issue attracting women, the 36-year-old often finds himself stuck in a relationship with a bae who is incompatible. When it comes to romance, Duncan is the best friend and the lover and hopes he can find a classy and emotionally intelligent woman in the experiment. He's also been raised alongside sisters, so he understands and appreciates women on a deeper level. Win. Harrison Boone, 32, builder, NSWA. Harrison, the groom involved in MOF's biggest ever scandal. As a single dad of a 3-year-old, the builder sets the bar ridiculously high for any potential partners. After approximately 2 years of being single, Harrison was dating with no intention of commitment. Cover your ears, Abby Miller. Heading into Married at First Sight 2023, the 32-year-old is keen to settle down with a woman who shares his humor and zest for life. Jesse Burford, 30, marriage celebrant, Washington. Former heavy metal musician turned wedding celebrant Jesse has had 2 serious relationships. And beware, future Mrs. Burford, he has high expectations that the spark is immediate. Honest and emotional, the 30-year-old is extremely fussy when it comes to choosing a bae, with his list of red flags longer than the aisle he's set to walk down. His list of turn-ups is extensive, with wine snobs, cosmetic enhancements and gym junkies, to name a few, which really set him off. Let's hope the experiment brings him back down to earth. Josh White, 40, advertising client director, NSW. The self-proclaimed and self-deprecating station wagon of relationships, Josh is stable, dependable and solid as a partner. The single father of 2 loves Disney, tick, so much so that he named his kids after beloved characters from the franchise. Since his marriage ended, the 40-year-old has struggled with modern dating. He's hoping to find a solid emotional connection while also finding the strength to stand up for himself on Married at First Sight 2023. Leighton Mills, 35, CEO, biotech, NSW. Leighton has been an entrepreneur since he was 19, with his latest project centered on medicinal cannabis for pets. While he's motivated and driven in business, he can't say the same for love, which is less of a priority, apart from that time he was on the proposal. At 35, Leighton is the only single fella in his group of friends, so he's praying the MOF's experts will match him with a woman who shares his work ethic and sense of determination. Ollie Skelton, 26, voiceover artist. Washington. Confident, charismatic and mature beyond his years, voiceover artist Ollie has sworn off swiping for love and much prefers traditional dating standards. Having been raised by 3 women, his mum and 2 sisters, the young gun is looking for a strong, independent and patient woman who can accept his sometimes lazy and stubborn nature. Ollie has had one serious relationship in his lifetime and knows what it means to fall in love. However, he's hoping MOFs is his one-stop shop for finding the one. Shannon Adams, 30, personal trainer. Big Shannon may work as a personal trainer these days, but you may recognize that boyishly handsome face from his early years as an actor in Blue Heelers, Neighbors, and Rush. With a 3-year-old daughter who he loves dearly, the PT was in an on-again off-again relationship with his ex-partner for many years. Now, he's looking to settle down with a woman who can bring out the best version of himself and vice versa. Married at First Sight 2023 starts on January 30th. Bring it on. If you know any of the Married at First Sight 2023 contestants, please email tips@sodramaticmedia.com. Want even more goss? Listen to the So Dramatic Daily Podcast with Megan Puschetto below. Know something that we don't? Spill the tea here. Get the tea first. Follow So Dramatic on Instagram and tune in on Tuesdays to get your reality tea fix with the So Dramatic Podcast with Megan Puschetto. Indy Brumelin, January 20th, 2023. Indy Brumelin, digital editor. Indy is an OG member of the So Dramatic online team and spends her days delving into the nitty-gritty of reality TV's most chaotic drama. When she's not on the clock, you can find her binging TV thrillers on Netflix and dancing around a kitchen to Elton John. Who is the most iconic Aussie reality TV star ever? Beauty and the Geek. Slahi Mansell, the man is a national treasure and I won't hear a bad word about him. Favorite reality TV show? Love Island. What is your favorite reality TV quote? The Great British Bake Off, started making it, had a breakdown, Bon Appetite. What would your Real Housewives tagline be? If I cut you off, it's because you handed me the scissors. Contact Indy@sodramaticmedia.